Well, hello and welcome to another of my videos. This was day one of my vacation, and I went in search of the Moravian Sahara Desert, which is a real area, which was once a desert and now a pine forest. And I went looking for the evidence that such a place actually once existed. It's down in the south towards the border with Czech Republic, and this was what I found. So about 10,000, 15,000 years ago in this part of Moravia, a desert formed. It was called, and is still called, the Moravian Sahara. It apparently was sand dunes and would have been a pretty spectacular place, I suspect, at the time. And then about 100 years ago, somebody had the bright idea of fixing the unstable and shifting sands with a pine forest. And so I'm walking through this pine forest near Bzenec, which is a wine town on the border of the Czech Republic with Slovak Republic. And I'm in what would have been the Moravian Sahara Desert at the time of the Slavs, around 900. Doesn't look very desert-like today. And when I was doing some research for this trip, I came across a Czech Geological Survey paper where actually they have now figured out that the sands were probably deposited in a lake around the river Morava, and only later became windblown. So it wasn't deposited necessarily as a desert, but rather as a lake, and then became a desert and a windblown area. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for a place where you can actually see the sand. Not having much luck. I shall keep looking. Well, here looking, you can actually see the sand underfoot, and it really is very much like a beach sand, very fine grained, quite clean, very much a wind-blown sand. So, well, apparently I'm in the area, and this is a railway track behind me. I may be on the wrong side of it, though, is the problem. But as you can see here the sand, and it's in the forest behind, and also on the other side of the track. It's really a very interesting, like beach sand, and it's a tremendous area of this sand, which was once a desert. And you can imagine, or at least I can, how peculiar a landscape this must have been to visitors in the 900s to the Princedom of Moravia. So you stop for a cup of tea, and what do you get but bloody motorcycles and cars in the middle of bloody nowhere. Typical. No peace and quiet anywhere these days, is there? Not even in the Moravian Sahara. I'm going to pop round the other side of the station next and see if I can find something a bit more definitive, because I've seen some great pictures of sand dunes, which so far I haven't found. And I'll give it one more shot before calling it a day and moving on. Well, I never did find the sand dunes, but I did find on the other side of the railway track even more sand, plainly and obviously being mined or quarried, and huge piles of sand in the quarry. So definitely an interesting afternoon. Please do subscribe to my channel, there's more coming. Thanks a lot, bye bye.